Is it hard to come out on national TV and defend him?
Well, I don't know that it's hard. It's complicated because I am frustrated. As a guy that supported him early on, I saw so many things that were vastly different between he and the other 16 Republicans that ran. I don't see him doing that now, and so I think those are opportunities to pick up guys like me that jumped on board and were excited about someone that had a different message, but I don't see that message now.
Angela, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yeah, absolutely. And Andre, I appreciate everything you're saying. I think when you talk about he's missing opportunities, I would actually say that he's missed the opportunity. That train has left the station. This election is no longer about economic issues and health care and foreign affairs and national security issues. It's no longer about ISIS. This is literally about whether or not you want to elect a man who's bragged about sexually assaulting women, who has talked disparagingly about our appearances, who called a former Miss Universe Miss Piggy and Miss Housekeeping. It's about all of the things that we've talked about earlier on, about him potentially being racist or racist-ish, as I've said. This is what this election is about. Your candidate has taken it to the lowest common denominator, and now the election is not just about us versus them. It's now really about right versus wrong. I have a 6-year-old godson. Every time he gets in the car, he tells me he hates Donald Trump. He doesn't like Donald Trump. And it's not because we talk politics. I haven't had the opportunity to tell him what I really think about Donald Trump. He's at school when Brooke's show is on. And the unfortunate part about that, aside from him missing your show, Brooke, is that these are things that he has come to the conclusion on of himself. A 6-year-old knows what this election is about. A 6-year-old knows not to touch a girl in that way or a boy in that way. This is what this election is about now. It's not about the issues anymore. We have to do the right thing.
You talk about how she's taken money from so many foreign governments that then got, I never interrupted you, darling, that then got contracts with the Secretary of State. I totally respect your position, but if we want to start talking about candidates...
You just called me darling at 2:30 in the afternoon, Andre.
Yes,
you don't
and that's
respect
what a
my
Southern
position
gentleman...
at all. Oh,
that's what a Southern gentleman says.
She's still not talking about grabbing any guy by the nuts. So let's just be frank about that. I'm sorry. Like, we just have to be honest about what it is, and that is where we are. It is the lowest common denominator. I appreciate everything you said, Andre, and of course, reasonable minds can disagree, but this is no longer an election with reasonable minds engaged. Your guy is going nuclear with things that are not fact-based. He's talked about it from the very outset, and not to mention, he's got a hearing coming up about a 13-year-old girl he potentially could have raped. That's where we are. So it's not about all of this other stuff. WikiLeaks probably would have won the day, but your guy is too busy bragging about sexual assault and blaming it on guys who spend time in the locker rooms every day who do not engage in this kind of behavior.
And I still love you, Angela.
I love you too, Andre.
I feel the love.
Don't call me darling on air.
My goodness. My goodness.